Good morning, this is Taxman Temps, and if you're watching this in the evening, good evening. If you're watching this at night time, I hope you have a good night after watching this one, because we've got a new venture. This one's called Cloutnochaser, where we go in depth into the artists' lives and expose all their dirty secrets, if they're hiding any alleged stories that we've heard on Twitter Spaces from alleged victims, or anything that needs cross-examinating, in which other people are scared to do themselves. So we'll do it for you. So this one, we're going to call it Cloutnochaser. And on the first episode, we're going to be talking about Cadell, aka Martin Fowler, a tale of nepotism, expectations, and contrasting journeys. Nepotism and the pressure to live up to the family legacies are universal themes, whether in the grime scene or fictional soap operas. At first glance, it may seem unusual to compare Cadell, the younger brother of grime legend Wileys, to Martin Fowler, a legacy character in EastEnders. Yet both have struggled under the weight of expectations and opportunities, offering unique insights into how privilege can be both a blessing and a curse. As the younger sibling of Wileys, the godfather of grime, Cadell entered the music industry with immense pressure. Wileys' legacy is undeniable, having shaped the grime genre and inspired countless artists. For Cadell, this family connection opened doors while simultaneously becoming a burden, forcing him to contend with constant comparisons and scrutiny. Wileys' influence granted Cadell's access to the grime scene's infrastructure, collaborations and audience that aspiring artists could only dream of. However, nepotism came at a cost. High expectations. Fans and critics frequently compared his work to Wileys, with many dismissing Cadell's achievements as unearned or derivative. The reality, despite Wileys' backing, Cadell has struggled to achieve mainstream success, proving that nepotism alone cannot sustain a career. Talent, timing, and individuality remain critical. Cadell's difficulties extend far beyond his music. His public missteps and humiliations have severely damaged his reputation within the grime scene, notably factory reset in slap allegations. It has been widely alleged that Stormzy delivered a factory setting reset in slap to Cadell at Wileys' headline show many years back, a moment that many within the grime community have not let him forget. The incident further eroded his appeal, turning him into a subject of ridicule. Cadell's behaviour on social media, particularly his appearances on Twitter Spaces, has made him a laughingstock. His bizarre outbursts and what many have described as a humiliation kink, where he has willingly subjected himself to public mockery, have overshadowed any artistic credibility he once had. Adding to the perception that Cadell has fallen from grace are reports of his activities outside the studio. He has been spotted at Lancey Fowl and Len's headline shows, not as a featured artist, but rather carrying their baggage or polishing high-end sneakers. These sightings have led many to question whether he has truly found a place in the music industry or simply drift into irrelevance. For someone with the access and connections Cadell once had, these moments serve as a stark reminder of his inability to capitalize on the opportunities nepotism has afforded him. In EastEnders, Martin Fowler's journey paints a different but equally telling picture of nepotism. As a legacy character born into the iconic Fowler family, Martin's role in Wolford was handed to him rather than earned. The Fowlers were once an EastEnders original family, with Pauline and Arthur Fowler embodying working-class East London life. Martin, born on screen in 1985, inherited his role in the show. His position as a key character has never been questioned, regardless of his impact. Martin's trajectory mirrors Cadell's in some ways, but with far less resistance. While Cadell battles for validation, Martin benefits from his legacy without pressure to excel, yet his character remains a divisive figure. Martin's surname has secured his place in EastEnders. He is a central figure in Wolford, much like Cadell's early access to the grime scene. Despite ample opportunities, Martin has failed to develop into a compelling character. Fans criticise him for being bland and unremarkable, lacking the complexity and charisma of his predecessors. Where Cadell fights to be taken seriously, Martin exists as a placeholder, carried by his family's legacy rather than personal growth. Both Cadell and Martin Fowler illustrate how nepotism can be both advantageous and limiting. Cadell, fighting against the shadow. Strengths. His attempts to distinguish himself from Wileys demonstrate resilience. Weaknesses. Public humiliations, social media antics, and allegations like the factory resetting slap have turned him into a laughingstock. His failure to create a distinct identity has hindered any potential success. Cadell is now better known for his controversies than his music. Once seen as a promising figure, he has been reduced to carrying baggage for other artists and polishing sneakers at headline shows. Martin Fowler's strengths. Martin Fowler's surname secures his place in EastEnders. His weaknesses. His character lacks substances and individuality, relying on nostalgia rather than meaningful development. Outcome. Martin remains a core figure in EastEnders, but fans see him as uninspired and forgettable, an example of how nepotism can lead to stagnation. Conclusion. A tale of two journeys. Cadell and Martin Fowler provide contrasting examples of nepotism complexities. While privilege can open doors, it cannot guarantee lasting success. Cadell's story highlights the difficulties of escaping the shadow of being a famous sibling. His controversies range from humiliating social media escapades to allegations of being slapped by Stormzy have now eroded his credibility. Now seen at events in subservient roles such as carrying baggage or polishing sneakers, Cadell's decline serves as a cautionary tale of wasted potential. His repeated missteps and inability to capitalize on opportunities have solidified his reputation as an expert in failure, turning him into more of a cautionary figure than a respected artist. Martin Fowler, on the other hand, represents a different kind of failure. His position in EastEnders is secure thanks to his family legacy, but his character's lack of growth underscores the limitation of coasting on privilege without evolving. In grime and soap operas alike, nepotism can provide a head start, but true success demands talent, strategy, and individuality. Legacy alone is not enough to score a lasting impact. Both Cadell and Martin Fowler stand as reminders that privilege without substance leads to stagnation, ridicule, and irrelevance. Cadell, watch and learn free, out now on all streaming platforms, Charlie.
But I'm starting to think that it's not her fault. Can't choose which son, so I'm getting them both. Yo, your head top's gonna get tombstone. No wrestling beef, leave a man on the ropes, then finish him off with a quick elbow. Can't chat about bow. Grill your face like Perry Nando's. Halo had you on a roll, 10 toes, no fiction told. Please stop copying Wileys, throw that nigga just old. Cadell ain't got no flows of his own. How your Wileys bro, but you still look bro. He was boxing your ex-girlfriend in the nose. Well, you think that man them didn't know? Blue foot bitch looking like one troll. She was out here giving all that man them blows. While your lips in the hole, how could you not know? I'm burning your soul. Alexander the Great fully in control.